Hey guys, welcome back to my Pathfinder 2E campaign lore series. Today we're going to be going over two villages that are going to be pretty important to the beginning of the campaign and a little bit later on. So we're going to be giving a start with Cherub's Rest, which is the first one I came up with. So let's get started. Cherub's Rest. A small village near the outskirts of Meldaxia's control. It is a self-sustaining village with a small inn mostly frequented by adventurers and travelers heading into the Roughlands, or the nearby mountain range. It has a very small population at only 143 people, and like Meldaxia, the population is diverse. They have a small standing militia that isn't well trained and is barely capable of defending themselves. The population sits at a split of 50% human, 12% elf, 10% halfling, 9% dwarf, 7% gnome, 6% goblin, and 6% other. The village does not have a government, with disputes being handled by town trials and rules just being general guidelines. The buildings are well maintained, and the roads are well paved for a village so far out from Meldaxia. Behemoth Mountains and the Roughlands Pass are points of interest near Cherub's Rest. People will only visit the village to stop and rest before moving on to the Behemoth Mountains or venturing into the Roughlands. They only have one choice for lodging, and that's the last stop inn. The buildings are built from stone, but the last stop inn is built using wood. The buildings are not very intricate, using simple designs for maximum efficiency of material. The village sits at the foot of a mountain range surrounded by plains. Eastward of the village, the landscape becomes sloped as it turns from plains to hills dotted with forest. Westward of the village, the landscape becomes a savanna that ultimately leads to a desert. There is a medium-sized river that runs to the east of the village, descending from the mountains. The climate in this location is as stable as in the region of Meldaxia, though it does not rain as much as it does there. There is an annual rainfall of about 30 inches. Brickshaw Village. A small village only a couple days' ride from Meldaxia. It is flourishing and has a thriving population sitting at 349 villagers. They are a mining village using the caverns found within the hills surrounding the village. There are 4 major roads leading to and from the village. The people of the village are hardy and well trained in martial arts and blacksmithing. The population is diverse like Meldaxia, but with dwarves being the highest population base in the village. The population split is dwarves 32%, humans 23%, halflings 17%, gnomes 13%, goblins 5%, elves 5%, other 5%. The village makes its money through trading precious metals to the outside world. They have a few farms to ensure they won't be left without food entirely, but rely on outside sources of food to build their supplies. The village has well-paved roads throughout it and about a half a mile out of it, and the buildings are in great condition. Points of interest near Brickshaw Village. Graysign Ruins. A fort that lies in ruin with most of it left unexplorable. It has not been investigated much due to lack of information and interest. If repaired, it would be a useful forward base for Meldaxia, or an invading army. The Blue Dark Caverns, a cavern system with an abundant vein of mithril. It has been abandoned by the village for decades. The reason for its abandonment is unknown to the vast majority of the village folk, with the rumors being that it is connected to the Underlands. Fireburned Caves, a cave system that has an abundance of hot sickatite, which was frequently visited by the village's mining operations. Recently, they have had to leave it due to the wildlife in the area becoming too dangerous. The village is often visited by travelers just passing through, and because of its location, it gets a lot of travelers. Thus, they have set up plenty of inns in order to have enough space to handle those coming through. the most popular being the Misadvent Inn. The buildings in town are all made of wood, with the inns and blacksmith shops being made in intricate designs akin to Byzantine architecture. The village sits among rolling hills that are dotted with caves and forests. South of the village, towards Meldaxia, the hills grow further apart. North of the village, the hills begin to grow into mountains topped with snow. West of the village, the hills again grow into mountains topped with snow. East of the village, the hills grow further apart before eventually becoming a chaparral leading to the ocean. The climate in the region is the same as in Meldaxia. Alright, so those are the two villages that are going to be important to start the game off. So really what they're going to be used for, Cherub's Rest is going to be where the players will have a mission, if they choose to pick it up in the potentially the first or second session, where they will be heading out here to find some to deal with some villagers who have gone missing. And then later on, the village is going to be it's going to be attacked by the BBEG, essentially. I don't want to give too much information in case my players watch, but that's kind of how that's going to happen. With Brickshaw Village, it is going to have a it's going to have a sort of connection. It's going to have one mission that is connected to it, that they could potentially get in the first session. But later on, this village is going to be attacked by cultists, and the players will have to investigate that. So that's pretty much all we got for these two. Is there anything else when I say that? No, I think that's it. Well, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.